Coffee.
Good afternoon. I'd like to call the meeting to order. This meeting of April the 2nd, 2015. At this time, I'll ask you to stand for a moment of silent prayer. Afterwards, School Board Member Hines will lead us in Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, we'll call on Ms. Sarah Hines for pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May be seated.
Sir.
Ms. Hines, mission statement, please.
I don't have a copy of the agenda, sir. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Lamb. You caught me off guard. The mission of the Portsmouth Public Schools is to challenge the minds, challenge the bodies, and challenge the dreams of all students while focusing on excellence.
All right, thank you very much.
Ms. Hines, I got one.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, attendance.
Reverend Clement. Mrs. Hines.
Yes.
Mr. Lamb.
Yes.
Mr. Nance.
Yes.
Mr. Parent.
Yes.
Reverend Patillo.
Yes.
Dr. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams. Mr. Bridgeford.
Yes.
7 members present, 2 members absent. Reverend Fleming is absent due to illness.
Okay, thank you. At this time, I call your attention to the agenda. Board's pleasure.
Move for approval. Second.
Moved and proper second that we adopt the agenda as given in the discussion. If not, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Hines.
Yes.
Mr. Lamb.
Yes.
Mr. Nance.
Yes.
Mr. Parent.
Yes.
Reverend Patillo.
Yes.
Dr. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Lim. Mr. Bridgeford.
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Parent, would you take us into closed meeting, please?
I move that the board enter into a closed meeting under the provisions of Section 2.2-3711 of the Code of Virginia for the following purpose. Number 1, consideration of a student disciplinary matters as permitted under subsection 8.2. And number 2, consideration of various personnel matters, including assignment, performance, and resignation of specific school employees as presented under subsection 8.1.
Second.
Moving proper second that we go into closed meeting in discussion. If not, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Hines.
Yes.
Mr. Lamb.
Yes.
Mr. Nance.
Yes.
Parent.
Yes.
Reverend Fleming. I'm sorry.
He's not here.
Reverend Patillo.
Yes.
Dr. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams. And Mr. Bridgeford.
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Okay, we're now in closed meeting. All right, we're now back in open meeting. Item number 3 is for roll call vote. Request for approval of a special employee transaction report. We have the report before you. What is board's pleasure?
Move for approval. Second.
Moved and proper second that we approve the transaction report as given. Any discussion? If not, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Hines.
Yes.
Mr. Lamb.
Yes.
Mr. Nance.
Yes.
Mr. Parent.
Yes.
Reverend Patillo.
Yes.
Dr. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams. Yes. Mr. Bridgeford.
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Item number 4, request for approval of a long-term suspension, discipline case number 2014-15/20. Dr. Bracer, you have anything to add for that discipline case? Item number 4. If you do not have the board's pleasure.
Move for approval. Second.
Moved and proper second that we approve the long-term suspension. Item number 4. Any discussion? If not, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Hines.
Yes.
Mr. Lamb.
Yes.
Mr. Nance.
Yes.
Mr. Parent.
Yes.
Reverend Patillo.
Yes.
Dr. Whitaker.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams. Yes. Mr. Bridgeford.
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Item number 5 has been pulled and item going to be deferred for further administrative action for another date. Item number 6, request for the approval of long-term suspension discipline case number 2014-15/22 Board's pleasure.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved and properly second that we do the long-term suspension for the case 14/15/22. Any discussion? If not, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Hines?
Yes.
Mr. Lamb?
Yes.
Mr. Nance?
Yes.
Mr. Parent?
Yes.
Reverend Patillo?
Yes.
Dr. Whitaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Bridgeford?
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Item number 7 has been pulled and is referred to the administration for appropriate action. Item number 8, request for approval of an expulsion discipline case number 2014-15/24. Board's pleasure.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved and properly second that we approve the expulsion case and discipline case number 2014-15/24. Any discussion? No discussion. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Hines?
Yes.
Mr. Lamb?
Yes.
Mr. Nance?
Yes.
Mr. Parent?
Yes.
Reverend Patillo?
Yes.
Dr. Whitaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Bridgeford?
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Thank you. Item number 9 has been pulled and will be handled administratively by the superintendent. Item number 10, request for the approval of an expulsion for discipline case number 2014-15/26. Board's pleasure.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved and properly second that we approve the expulsion for discipline case number 2014-15/26. No discussion. If there's no discussion, roll call vote, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Hines?
Yes.
Mr. Lamb?
Yes.
Mr. Nance?
Yes.
Mr. Parent?
Yes.
Reverend Patillo?
Yes.
Dr. Whitaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Bridgeford?
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Okay, thank you. I have one item to pass on to the board for board members that were not here last meeting. Right now, it is anticipated that we're going to do the board, superintendent's board training on May the 18th. And it would be from 3 till 7, 8-ish p.m. that on the 18th. You will be receiving an email from Mrs. Patterson. She said, this Gina Patterson from VSBA, and she indicated it'd be sometime probably last April, first part of May. It would be a survey that she would like to have returned to her. And as soon as I get mine, I will ask the clerk to call around and make sure you got yours. She says it's pertinent that we send her this back. It'll be kept confidential. But she needs this in order for to do her presentation and the agenda that we're establishing. And she said it will be held in strict confidence. Even I won't know what the survey said, what's been returned to her. And on that note, unless there's any other business coming for this board, this meeting.
Are we voting on personnel?
Big one.
Are we voting on personnel?
Transaction report.
I missed it. I'm sorry. I was hung up on the discipline. I'm sorry.
Okay, you okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
I just missed it.
About next, you're gonna let us know about.
I'm gonna get on. I will let you know tomorrow. As soon as I'm gonna call, make the phone calls tomorrow morning, and find out if we're against the wall. And I'll try to. I'm gonna try to meet with them as soon as we finish tonight. Okay, so we can get this thing rolling first thing in the morning. Okay. All right. Unless there's any other business coming before this board, this meeting is adjourned.